planting some seeds up, which will go under cover. It's the right time of the year to plant them, and we'll have plants available to put out into the plot in a few weeks or a few months time. Right, the first thing I'm planting this morning is an endive called Romanesca di Taglio, which is a curly leaf variety. Lovely in salads. So I'll plant these successively and we'll get endive throughout the summer period. So I've just put a few in each module. Just do that. Just firm them into the soil. Okay. A little bit, that's it. Just cover them all. And then we just firm them in to the soil. It's already been pre-watered before I put them in there, so the soil is wet already. That's it, that's the endive done. Right, the next thing I'm going to plant is two varieties of summer spinach. I've got a winter and a matador. These will take about 12 to 20 days to germinate. You sow these about 1 centimetre deep, and they're lovely when they're young. You can use them in salads. So this is the matador. As you can see, they're rounded spinach, not like the perpetual spinach, New Zealand spinach, which is a wrinkly variety. So these are the summer spinaches. Just put a few in each thing, module, maybe 4 if I can. So these are giant bit winter, so these are also a rounded summer variety. So that should be plenty of plants there. They will germinate. Right, so just cover these up with pre-sieved B&Q potting compost. I'll sieve it up to take the lumps out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, I'm sowing 2 early crop varieties of beetroot, which is Egyptian flat-rooted and boltardy, which is an old heritage variety, always reliable. So these will go in about 3 centimetres deep in the pots. I'll only put a couple of seeds in each module, so that should be enough to give me sort of 20 beetroots, hopefully. So these are the boltardy. I'll try and plant them thinly. So these are the Egyptian flat-rooted, slightly smaller seed. I'll try and only plant a few in each one, I think. That should be about fine. Give them a good firm down. Now is Brussels sprouts. This is an Evesham special. This is an old heritage variety. Good solid sprouts. And I love sprouts, they're not just for Christmas, I love them all year round. Some people tend to only have them at Christmas, but I could eat sprouts every week really. There's the sort of little seeds. Just put a few in each module, not too many. Although you can't have enough sprouts as far as I'm concerned. That's it. Right, so I'll cover these about 1.5 centimetres. too deep, and it has to be firm. The soil has to be lovely and firm for Brussels sprouts, so I'll give them a good firming down once I've put this potting soil on top. So Brussels sprouts, like all brassicas, like a nice firm soil, so I'll give these a good firming down. Right, the final thing I'm sowing today is a hot pepper, a chilli, called a Patio Sizzle. It's a small, compact but bushy variety which produces lots of hot peppers, which we'll then dry to make our own chili powder later on in the season. So these are only £1 to buy. This is my second batch of peppers because I've already planted the bell peppers and the long peppers, and they're already growing, and they're growing on in the conservatory at the moment. So these will take about 7 to 21 days to germinate, and they'll go into the propagator to get them off and started. And don't forget to label, very important. So these are the little chili peppers. We put four or five in each one. These just need a very fine layer, just enough to cover them really, not too much, because these will be pricked out once they've germinated and potted on until they're ready to plant out when the weather conditions are right. So that's all the sowings for today. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe. You can follow these seeds from potting on to planting out later on in the season.